Good morning, dear students. In today's lecture, we are going to see one new concept from the unit number 5. So, we are going to see today dampness in a roof slab and its repair techniques. So, let's see first repair technique for the dampness in roof. First technique is the mud fusca with brick tile treatment. So what we are going to do in this repair technique? First of all, after surface preparation, a coat of hot bitumen at the rate of 1.7 kg per square meter of roof area or polythene sheet laid over the substrate flat roof slab. So first step in mud fusca treatment is we have to apply the one coat of polyethylene sheet or 1.7 kg per square meter of roof area bitumen. Next, place 100 mm thickness of mud fusca. After that, we have to place the 100 mm thickness of mud fusca layer. So, what is the mud fusca? Mud fusca is a mixture of clay and bhusa. So bhusa is mixed in the proportion 8 to 10 kg per cubic meter of clay. So combination of clay and bhusa is nothing but the mud fusca. 1 or 2 coats of clay and cow dung is equal amount along with adequate water. After that, what we are going to place? A layer of clay and cow dung. In this, we have to take the clay and cow dung in similar proportion. Place burnt brick tiles which jointed and pointed properly. After that, we have to place the burnt brick tiles. So because of that, we are going to name it as a mud fusca with brick tile treatment. Now let's see second repair technique for the dampness in roof, that is the lime dhar terrace or lime concrete terracing. So in this method, the lime concrete should be prepared by mixing the brick ballast and lime surki mortar. So what is the lime dhar? Lime dhar is a mixture of brick ballast and lime surki mortar, which is truly mixed in proportion of 2.5 to 1 by volume. So if you are taking the 2.5 volume of the brick ballast, you have to take lime surki mortar 1. Burnt brick aggregate is thoroughly soaked in water for at least 6 hours before using in concrete. So before going to use the brick aggregate, we have to soak it for 6 hours. Place 100 mm single layer of lime concrete. After that, it beaten by wooden thappi till the setting of lime concrete. We have to beaten up this lime layer with the help of wooden thappi till the setting of lime concrete. So in this case, special care is needed to consolidate the concrete properly at junction with parapet walls. So this is the one reason we have to take the care of that. Last point says lime concrete terracing should be repaired after an interval of 5 years. That means we have to change the lime concrete coat after the 5 years by scraping top surface and relaying the same with lime cream and composite mortar. So every 5 year, after 5 year interval, we have to replace the same coat with the lime concrete. Third technique is ferro cement for waterproofing. Entire roof surface including parapet walls to be cleaned with the wire brushes and washed with the water. So before going to do the ferro cement technique for the waterproofing, we have to clean out the entire roof, including the parapet walls also. Surface cracks are treated appropriately before undertaking surface treatment. That means they are saying that we have to take care of surface crack by cleaning that surface cracks. Okay. Third, the porous and honeycombed surface of the roof slab are grouted by cement slurry. If there any porous portion or honeycombed portion observed on the surface of roof, then in that case we have to grout it with the help of cement slurry. The surface and parapet walls are kept in saturated and surface dry condition. Before going to apply the ferrocement, we have to keep it in saturated condition and also in dry surface condition. उसका सरफेस जो है ड्राई होना चाहिए और वो वाटर सैचुरेटेड होना चाहिए. Now let's see repair methods for cracks in RCC. If there any crack in RCC, how we are going to remedial it? First is epoxy injection, grooving and sealing. In the previous lecture also, in the previous chapter also we were seeing the epoxy injection, grooving and sealing. Epoxy injection means where there is crack, we have to inject the epoxy material in that crack. And in grooving and sealing method, we are going to make a groove on that crack, and after that fill it with the help of joint sealant. Second, stitching method for repairs. The stitching procedure consists of drilling holes on both sides of the crack, cleaning the holes and anchoring the legs of the steps in the holes with a non-shrink grout or epoxy resin based on bonding system. So here you can see the pictorial view of the stitching method. You can see this is the crack. Okay, now we have to repair it with the help of stitching. So take steel bar pins, make on both sides holes with the help of grooving hole machine, and place these steel pins in that holes and pack these holes with the help of epoxy material. So while preparing these steel pins or staples, we have to take care of one thing. Each and every staple pin should be of different length. Okay, so this is stitching method. Now let's see third, repair and strengthening of beam with the provision of steel plates. So in this method, what are the equipments we need? First, appropriate epoxy material, steel plates suitable size covering cracks, thickness of 6 mm or of sufficient diameter to withstand exact bending moment. That means we need firstly one epoxy material, after that steel plates of 6 mm or sufficient diameter, after that bolts of diameter 8 mm, drill bits of 10 mm. So these are the material required while placing the plates around structural member. So now let's see what is the stepwise procedure for apply the steel plates. So first of all, according to the type of failure and crack zone, decide the method to be used. If the crack is at center and accessible, then jackets in the form of steel plates can be used. If there is cracks in the middle portion of the member, in that case we can use the steel plate jacketing. First, drill the holes in the beam of required size and depth. After that, fix the steel plate using nut bolts with epoxy material. Fourth point, the plates should act at composite material with beam. Suppose this is your beam and cracks developed exactly in the middle portion. So what we are going to do, first of all, make a holes on both side of cracks, okay, like this. After that, place your plate on this crack and with the help of nut and bolts here place the plate, fix them, and these holes we have to make fixture with the help of epoxy material. Okay, so this is the procedure for steel plate jacketing. Here you can see in the picture how they did the steel plate jacketing. Here you can see, here are the bolts, nut bolts they provided. You can see these are the bolts, and after placing of this plate and column or beam, whatever structural member, should act as a unit member. Okay guys, so this is the end of chapter number 5. Thank you so much.